Welcome back. We are back in the Ozarks. We are right back where we left off yesterday, stuck and broken down in that hole right there. So we're gonna finish what we were trying to do yesterday. And look at the view out there. They just logged this area. When they log areas, sometimes you can get really cool views, but otherwise you wouldn't see because of all the trees. That is one of the things. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of neat about Arkansas. There are just epic views of mountains and stuff, but they're all hidden because everything is wooded for the most part. But we are back out here. Suburban's back working, and we're gonna go see if we can get further down this road and hopefully get down to the creek and find a spot to cool off, maybe catch a couple fish. We have finally made it down to the creek. The road definitely got a lot rougher than I expected towards the end there, but we're down here. Not exactly a huge swimming hole, but we got water. Looks like a swimming hole down there, maybe. Might be deeper. So I think we'll hang out here for a while before we head back up the hill. We're here at the next pool, and even it is not looking, there's still some depth to it, but it's not as much as I kind of thought there might be on some of these pools out here. Just really low, really dry, and the water is not flowing very much. So they're starting to turn a little bit more stagnant. Temperatures rising in them, and they're just not as clean and nice as you would usually see out here. But we're gonna check things out, see if there's any fish. Maybe swim, I don't know, we'll see what the water temperature's like. So this is really interesting to see, at least for me. And if you've been on Big Piney, it'll be interesting for you to see. This is what's called the mother. And when the water's up and you're kayaking and canoeing, hey, look at the big turtle there, Karen.
Where?
Scared me.
Ooh, I
Saw movement. Been watching out for snakes.
think it's a red-eared slider.
Think it's a red-eared slider?
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the mother, and the water hits this rock and then goes around, and then you go down here, and there's two more rocks right down there that will jut up out of the rapids, and I think those are called the sisters or something like that. And you try to go around the mother and then go between those two rocks down there when you're kayaking. If I can find an old video of me doing it, I will, and plug it in here. But crazy to see it this low when usually the water is, when we're floating, is 5 feet higher than this. 4 to 5 feet higher. It is extremely low, but it's kind of cool to see.
Fishy.
Oh, got a bite. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, it's a gar. This is gonna be fun. Oh, it got off. Whew. I didn't want to fool with that.
I didn't.
I just hooked into a big old gar. Thankfully, it got off, because those things have giant, mean, nasty teeth, and I really didn't want to fight to get it off the hook. So it got off, but that was kind of cool. I've actually never caught a gar out here, but there are gar in a lot of these creeks.
What did you get there? Gonna jump out at you, Caleb. Hey,
A little bear. A big bear.
one of those darker ones. Pretty.
There it goes.
There it goes. There it is. I see it.
You want me to do than that, following it.
Maybe it's going to go.
Where did I drop it? Oh, there it is.
Oh, we
You already got one on there. Look at there.
Little one, feels like a little grass.
It's bending. We keep getting some down here. Whoa!
Hang on a sec.
Making it difficult.
Pick up.
There you go.
5 bucks.
Lots of energy.
We got something. May I read with me?
I almost got it here now.
It's a big one. Look at that. It's very angry.
We are hold my hand. We're heading back to the vehicle. It's just too hot out here to stay out here any longer. And the water's not really clean enough to even want to get in it. It's just dropping too low, so we may be done swimming in the creek for the summer unless we get some rain. But the fishing's good, so we may come back and do some more fishing. I do enjoy that. Creek sure is pretty. I just want to keep on going and exploring, but just can't today. It's too hot for the kids, probably too hot for me, so we're gonna head back out.
Will you come? Kind of neat.
Dugout canoe.
Yeah.
Alright, let me make that.
Kind of interesting because it splits up in there. Huh.
Standing on top of a dry waterfall here. This area, you probably can't see the depth of it on camera, but the hillside just falls away here really quick and the road's right up above this. It'd be a beautiful area in the spring, especially when the water is running. This would be a gorgeous drive. You have a bunch of water running across right here. Be a waterfall right down there. So, really cool area right here. Never been through here, so it's very interesting. guess we're taking down a tree.
It's already down. Just taking down the rest of the way.
Down the rest of the way.
Oh man, fun.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a few things.
Got better.
So we're going to try to just pull the base out from under this tree and make it fall. Because if I go to cutting on it with the chainsaw, it's going to want to fall. The base is going to want to kick down and the whole tree is going to want to fall backwards. And that's just not a real safe place to be. So hook up some straps, tie it to the vehicle, and just see if we can pull the base out of it and get the tree on the ground. Then we can fool with getting it out of the road. Alright, we'll see what happens. It may not want to pull it.
I'm going to go somewhere out of the way.
Switch over and use the winch because we'll be able to hit the brakes on the Suburban and it'll give us more traction to be able to pull on this and not be jerking anything. Jerking things is a good way to break something and people to get hurt.
That's what you needed.
Not out of the road.
No. It's a step in the right direction.
I think what we'll do is take the winch, do a snatch lock off that tree,
Okay.
and
Try to roll it a little bit off.
just start pulling the piece up there, see how far up the hill we can get it off the road.
Won't be that far
Cut it into chunks
because it's
and
going
try
to hit these
roll it.
little ones.
No, it'll miss that one.
Oh,
and
you
then
mean
just go
keep it
straight.
how it
It'll
is
turn
and
it
then-
it'll pull it up the hill.
Okay.
Yep. Hang on.
But I love you.
All right, we've got a snatch lock to a tree on the winch around this tree, and we're going to try to slowly drag it up there. We're going to have to reposition it multiple times because of the way our winch line length and straps turned out. we've got all the major chunks out of the road. So I just gotta get everything picked up and put back in the vehicle. It is way too hot to be doing this. I will regret every bit of this later when I'm covered in ticks, chiggers, and poison ivy probably. Oh well. All right, we are finally back on the move. That only took 45 minutes probably, a long time, but we're back moving. We have made it back home. It's almost dark. We're gonna get the kids fed, and I'm heading straight to the shower because I got poison ivy and bugs probably all over me. I'm gonna go get as much of it off as possible. So thanks for watching. It was an adventure today. We're gonna go back to work on the camper soon. We may take a little time off from doing stuff out there and camping because it's just so hot. I don't know, we'll see. You never know with us. No telling what we'll decide to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.